there, Stampers, another video tutorial coming at ya. I have a little tiny tea light holder that I want to show you. Super cute, and it holds the Yankee Candle plastic cased tea lights. And they come in a variety of different scents and colors, and we're going to coordinate the color on the outside of the box to what's on the inside of the box. I saw this on Poodles and it is awesome. I love it. So I wanted to make some, and I wanted to show you how to make some. So we are going to use, you can get 4 of these out of a sheet of cardstock. And here's the little box. How super cute is that? And I've got, of course, I've got a purple. I've got Wisteria Wonder on the top. So what I would have inside, and unfortunately I haven't picked them up yet, I'm using these for little favors for my stamp club and my catalog launch party. I'd have a purple tea light on the inside. So if you had their Vanilla Lime, which is green, you could put a green heart on the top. If you had blue or pink or red, you can coordinate so that they won't know until you open it, but it'll be coordinated with what's inside. Super cute. So I'm going to show you how to make that. So I made 1, and I got 3 more out of my sheet of cardstock. Super cool. So I am going to go with gray, my smoky slate, my basic gray, and my Wisteria Wonder, and then some glimmer paper to go with it. I kept it quite monochromatic like she did in her tutorial, and then just added the pop of color for the candle. So if you wanted to use browns instead, if you wanted to use crumb cake and chocolate chip or early espresso, then you can do something like that as well for the warmer colors. So this is what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to get the scrap out of the way, get those out of the way, and then we're going to do the box. So we have a 4 1/8 by 4 1/8 piece of cardstock. So you can get 4 out of a sheet. We are going to go on our envelope punch board, and we're going to go to the 1.5 inch mark, and we're going to punch and score. Same side, we're going to go to the 2 5/8 mark, punch and score. Turn. 1.5, 2 5/8. Sorry if I'm wiggling the camera while I do this. 1.5, 2 5/8. 1.5, 2 5/8. To Tiffany. And now we're going to go to our corner rounder. And we'll get all that out of the way. There's a video on the YouTube channel about how to use that envelope punch board as well, if you've never used one before. We're going to fold all of our score lines. And then we're going to take opposite sides. It doesn't matter what to, because everything's square on this. And I'm going to cut a slit, and I took a little sliver out of that. It's completely up to you. You don't have to. I just find I get a pointed edge otherwise, so I just cut that up into a sliver and pull that out. So I'm going to go to the opposite side. I'm going to go down the score line and cut a little bit of a sliver. Well, that didn't work very well, did it? There we go. Score line, and then a sliver. My hands aren't working today. There we go. Get all those out of the way. I'm going to use glue dots. It's a small box. This will be the easiest. So now that we've got everything together, we are going to bring this up and leave one side open. Actually, it'll be like this. So what we need to do on 2 of these flaps, just gonna get out some of my glue dots so I don't have to tear the paper for them. So 2 of these flaps, I'm going to put a glue dot here. Glue dot here, and a glue dot here. And then I'm going to fold those up like this. Okay. So one end is closed. Okay, one end's closed, one end's open. This will be the end you take the tea light in and out of. So now what I want to do is I want to fold this flap over. Does that make sense? Fold this flap over and fold this flap over. And then pinch those together with the glue dot. Then I'm going to put a glue dot on my bottom flap. This is the flap we put the glue dots on the sides. I'm going to fold that over. And then the box is technically done. If you don't like the look of these little corners, you can just snip those off. So then you put the tea light in, put the flaps over, and fold that up. Ha ha, super cute, super cute. But now we have to decorate it. So we're done with our glue dots. I'm taking a piece of the jute ribbon. I realized by the time that I do this video tutorial, this one will have been retired. It's from the Occasions catalog. The satin ribbon would look lovely with this. You want something that's wide, it's a band around it, so you want something that's wide enough. The organza ribbon, the white organza ribbon is my go-to. I'm completely out of it at the moment. I've got some on the way as we speak. But you want something that's thick enough. You don't want to twine, or I don't think you do. You want something that's going to be a band around your box. Okay, and what you want is a piece that we're going to put this across the bottom, okay, and we're going to have it meet up at the top like this. So you don't need it to tie in a knot or a bow, it's just going to meet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue dots on the end of my ribbon. Ooh, that stuck to my finger. Okay. Hopefully, there we go. It stays on the end of my ribbon. And I'm going to put that roughly in the center of my box. I'm going to pinch that down. Let's do this. Put one there. And one there. I'm not having much luck. I want this snug around my box. It's not going to come off. It's not a belly band. We're not going to take it back off again. I want it snug around my box, and then I'll stick that to my glue dots. You could use Tombow. You could use some fuse if you like. It doesn't matter. Okay, I'm going to pop the top of my box in. Since I don't have my tea lights yet, I'm hoping to get some in different colors so that all the ladies will get something that has a different colored heart on the top of it, a different colored tea light. And now we're going to make the embellishment. So I'm going to take my lovely bag of glimmer paper. I never throw any glimmer paper out. You never know when you're going to need a little piece. Just punching a star or a heart, so I never throw anything out. I remember moving my craft room at one point, and I think it was it my husband that was helping me or someone? Oh, this is garbage, we should throw this out. No, don't throw out the glimmer paper. You gotta keep your scraps. So I'm just gonna take a piece of this, and I'm going to take my 1 1/4 scallop, So let's see if I can get that out of this size. I'm going to be able to. Perfect. All I'm going to do is snip off some of these stars. I will throw that piece out because I don't know if I'd ever use that. I'm just going to use this tiny little corner right here. Punch out some of this silver glimmer paper. And that's all we need. So that was the 1 1/4 scallop. So that's the bottom of our stack. I'm going to, oh, sorry, I bumped the camera. I'm going to pull in some scrap pieces. And like I said, I'm using the Wisteria Wonder for this one. Match it up to whatever color your candle is. I'm going to take my basic gray and I'm going to punch out a 1-inch circle. And I want lots of dimensionals for this guy. These are the ones that come in our paper pumpkin kits. If I don't use them all, I save them. Never want anything to go to waste. So I'm going to put that on the top here. Now then, when I watched when I was going through the Poodles tutorial, she cut the 7/8 scallop, but before she did it, she punched this heart out and then cut the little purple piece out of the 3/4 inch circle. I don't have the smallest circle. I keep meaning to get the last of the circles and something else always comes up and that gets bumped off my list. So I'm going to do it a bit differently. If you have the 3/4 circle punch, you can punch a piece of your color out of the 3/4 circle. And then with your slate gray, punch a heart first, like I did here, and then go in with your 7/8 around it so that your purple piece will be underneath your heart. Okay, and then you can raise this up with dimensionals so that it gives it even more dimension, which would be super, super cool. I just don't have that 3/4 circle punch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a scallop out of my slate gray, the 7/8, and I'm going to put a dimensional on that. And layer that with these guys. Then I'm going to take my Wisteria Wonder, and this is out of the triple pack, the star, the flower, and the heart. And punch a little heart out of there. And I'm going to take a dimensional, and I'm going to cut it in half. Let's see if I can get that. Yes, I can. Just like that on the back of the heart. So I'm still going to use dimensionals to raise it up. It's just my heart is on the top of the pile, whereas if you have that 3/4 circle punch, you can put it underneath for color. Then I'm going to put that in the middle, hopefully, of our stack, our dimensional sandwich. There. And then I am using Tombow. I want a really big adhesive. I've got the jute ribbon or any ribbon, and then I've got the back of the glimmer paper, and it can be difficult to adhere with that glimmer paper. So I'm going to, I've got my Tombow on there. I'm going to open up my box so that I can put my finger inside. And I'm going to take this guy, pop him on top, and hold them in place for a second. And then you've got super, super cute little box. This one I didn't put a dimensional on my heart, actually. I just have the 2 dimensionals, if you can see that. Whereas this guy, I've got all kinds of dimensionals on him, so he pops right up. And then you're done. Pop your tea light in, and you've got super cute little party favors. And if you're making them for a party, a wedding, something where you're doing a lot of them, assembly line on this, it's a very simple project. Do all the punching, do all the envelope punch boarding, do everything, and then assemble, and it goes super, super fast. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Happy stamping!